What's up, guys? Kevin here. Starting to feel down today because it's, Sunday, about to start a work week. For the millionth time, it just never stops. But I was watching a lot of Kiseki Nut, the go-to guy for trails of videos and content. Shout out to that guy. And all the Trails community. The Trails community is so awesome. You guys are so awesome. Even when I put out like a negative review at first for Trails of Cold Steel 4, I don't think I got a lot of hate for that. I got a lot of like, hey, just keep going and you can do it. So I appreciate it. The Trails community is awesome. What's not awesome is it is now April 18th into 2021, and there's no news for a Western release of Hajimari no Kiseki. Game did come out last year in August in Japan. But you remember Trails of Cold Steel 4, that was announced, I think, on April 1st of 2020, right when the pandemic started, and I assume that, that localization wasn't wrapped up. So I'm pretty sure most of that was done during the pandemic, but they got it done and they got it out about a year later after Trails of Cold Steel 3, which is pretty expected. I know there were some issues with, I think, Laura and I think even Gilead Osborne had different voice actors. Laura was a little off at first, but by the end of the game, I didn't really notice it. Now, if I probably go back and play the other games, I'd be like, oh, that doesn't sound like Laura, but it is. But yeah, I'm just a little worried because this game I'm probably really excited about just because I have no idea what this game's about. From what I understand, there's like 3 different arcs. And after playing and beating Trails of Cold Steel 4, which is like a very definitive ending to the Cold Steel series, and now learning what we know about Kiro no Kiseki starting a new arc, this game's kind of in the middle. And that makes me worried that Nihon Falcom is probably going, we don't need to send that to the West. That can stay here. And, there's just a lot of evidence that they really are prioritizing that region, Japan and Asia, the Asian regions more, just because they're getting all the ports. They're getting they got the cross-spell games on PS4. Those are going to the Switch, I think, in Korea. And of course, many other games, many other titles. There's even some like Trails game that I never even heard of, I think, getting localized or getting ported to the PS4. And I don't know, did the Trails of Cold Steel series not sell well enough out here? I'm a little worried. Maybe we're more of an East fans, and Nihon Falcom's going, all right, maybe we'll give him Kiro no Kiseki, but let's concentrate on Ys 9. I think Americans like the Ys series a little bit more. And I'm solely judging that on, I see a lot more casual players and YouTubers play the Ys games and not the Trails of Cold Steel or the Trail series. Which, yeah, the Trail series is something you definitely need to sit down and go, yes, I am dedicating a good chunk of my gaming life to this series. And you will not be disappointed. But where's Hajimari no Kiseki? I'm just really excited to play this game. I really am. Because I beat 1. Going into 2, it was fun to see how that formula was changed up from the first game. And then when it went to 3, it's like, all right, this is going to be back to the classroom setting, going on field trips. And then 4 wasn't really anything. There was a lot of shocking events and stuff that happened in 4, which by the time I beat the game, I absolutely loved it. Loved it. But still, it's like, okay, that's how it wrapped up. Now we got this Kiro no Kiseki. I believe that's releasing this year in Japan. So I would assume that would then get ported and localized to the West late next year. So where's Hajimari no Kiseki? I really hope this video comes off really stupid and like tomorrow or in the upcoming week or two, they announce it. And I go, I'll go back and delete this video. I'm just nervous. I don't know if this is like Trails in the Sky the Third. It's just another version of that. Though I hear Trails in the Sky the Third. I haven't played that game or any other games besides the Cold Steel games. I hear that is actually a very important game. At first I was hearing it wasn't, but now I'm hearing a lot of people like, no, that actually is a very important game. I can't wait to play it. But I just feel like Hajimari no Kiseki, it's just, there's really no, no consequence for not releasing it after they release 4 here and then go into Kiro no Kiseki. They're just be like, they're not going to really, they'll understand what's going on. But I just want it really bad. Hey, Geofront, you guys may need, after you're done with the second crossbow game, I still don't know the name of those games. Bring them over here, damn it. Shout out to Super Derek Plays. He put out a great video on how to buy the video and download the Geofront patch. I think another voiceover patch. Shout out to that because I'll be using that probably soon. What I'm thinking though is if it does get ported next year, Kiro no Kiseki, hopefully get Hajimari. I think I'm going to build a PC later this year, and 2022 is just going to be the year of Trails. Trails in the Sky 1, 2, and 3, 2 crossbow games, and I may replay Trails of Cold Steel 1 through 4, and hopefully Hajimari no Kiseki or Trails of the Beginnings or whatever that's called. Man, I'm just really excited because I know nothing about this game, nothing. I even watched the Kiseki Nuts video on Hajimari, and I still go, what the fuck? What the hell is going on here? Why is this happening? So, hopefully soon. Now, this has been a very busy year, actually, out west for Nihon Falcom. They just released Ys 9. Now, these are localized. I don't think, like, Nihon Falcoms are actually doing much, if anything at all. But they are bringing a lot of content out here. Yeah, this is a year of Ys. Ys 9. Great game, by the way. Great game. If you play maybe the older Ys titles and went, I like the more story driven narrative of the Trails games, there's a lot here in Ys 9. I'm in heaven. I'm in Trails heaven with Ys 9. Just the characters you meet, the way the story unfolds, just a lot of mystery around this prison town. And Ys 8 too. Ys 8 too. Like the second half of that game, that story really kicks in. You're on this bright, tropical, very relaxed island. But a very melancholic story with the lives of Dana and her people and the things that transpire. But yeah, then Stadia, these games are coming to Stadia. I think Trails of Cold Steel 3 and 4. I think they're bringing 1 and 2. I can't remember. But then they're supposed to bring 1 and 2 to the West of the Switch. And 4 just released on Switch and PC. So there's a lot of Nihon Falcom happening right now. All over. Pretty much everywhere. On PC, Stadia, Switch, PS4. I just want Hajimari no Kiseki. And it's been this long. Hopefully... hopefully we get it before Kiro no Kiseki. That's all I ask for. But, yeah. That's it. I'm excited. I want it. I want it real bad. I don't want Plenty of Fish. I don't know why I still have that app. Plenty of Bots, more like it. Anyways, yeah. Hey, tell me what your favorite Trails game is in the comments if you made it this long. I think my favorite is 1. Now, if you played them all, let me know which one. I did play through half of Trails of Cold Steel 1 too. I really just love the first game in pretty much any series. You don't know the characters, you're learning the world, a lot of mystery. So, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Kiro no Kiseki, know how many games, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm pretty sure Kiro no Kiseki might be my favorite too. But tell me what your favorite is. Mine is one, just that whole classroom setting. Just going from like, oh, this is like, I remember going like, all right, this is kind of a cheap Persona knockoff, to going, no, this is better than Persona. This is way better than Persona. Though shout out to Persona 4 Golden. That game is pretty perfect too. Anyways, tell me what yours is, and I'll talk to you later. Later.